Alright, so today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about baking wooden utensils. So I just got done axing out this spoon blank here. I'm going to finish it here with my knife, and then we'll get into the process of baking and everything that kind of goes in with that. So let's get into the video, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we got the spoon all done. I just sanded the handle. I'm going to leave the knife texture on the scoop side. So now I'm going to burnish it and just put a light amount of oil on it. So we'll go through that process now. Alright, so now I'm going to take got a smooth rock here. I'm going to use this and rub it all over the surface of this spoon, and it's going to seal the fibers. It's going to make it shiny, and then we'll wipe down with a very minimal amount of oil before we bake it. Alright, now we're just going to take the smallest amount of whatever oil you have. Make sure it's food safe. And we're just going to put just the smallest amount on. We don't want to put too much on, because if you put too much on, it'll just kind of bubble up and it'll gunk up and it'll build up on the surface of the wood. You just want to get a nice thin coat. And then once we take it out of the oven, when it's done, we'll oil it when it's hot. So then the wood will seep, or the oil will seep into the wood. The wood will suck the oil in and make it a little bit darker when it comes out too. So now we're going to set the oven. So we're going to set the oven for 375. Let that preheat. So I just laid some parchment paper on, like a cookie sheet, and just sit it on that. We're going to put this in for about 30 minutes. Check it every 10 minutes. And the longer you leave it in, the darker it's going to be, but you don't want to leave it in for too long, because it'll just get brittle and you'll lose the integrity of the wood. So I'm just going to sit this in here, right like that. And we'll set a timer. And we'll check it every 10 minutes. We got the spoon out of the oven. As you can see, it gave it a pretty cool tone to it. It's definitely darker. I probably could have left it in for a little bit longer, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. So now we'll oil it, and that'll be that. You want to oil it pretty much when it comes out of the oven, but you want to be careful because it is super hot. Mine cooled maybe for, well, it's still pretty hot, but mine cooled for a little bit, about 2 minutes. It's still pretty hot. Alright, so we'll let this sit for a couple minutes, and then we'll wipe the excess off, and we're all done. There's a baked spoon. So if you watched the video, please give it a like and subscribe. If you want to see more tips and tricks and tutorials like this, comment down below. Thanks. Have a good one.